Okay, today we're going to be doing surface area. Of pyramids and cones. We have some new formulas and vocabulary in our formulas. First, we have slant height. The slant height is the height of each lateral face. The symbol for it is like a cursive L. Then we have formulas we have for regular pyramids. We have lateral equals 1/2 P times L. And total equals 1/2 P times L plus big B. What does big B stand for again? Area of the base. And then we have cones, which lateral equals pi r L, and total equals pi r L plus pi r squared. Okay, so take the half sheet. You do need some glue and scissors. We're going to do some examples. All right, what shape is number 1? What type of pyramid? It's a triangular pyramid. I'm talking. It's a triangular pyramid because my base is a triangle. So my formula will still be L equals 1/2 perimeter of the base times the slant height. So then I plug into my formula. L equals 1/2. Can I find the perimeter of my base? What is the perimeter of my base? How do you know it's 45? They gave you tick marks, so all the sides are 15, so my perimeter is 45. And then what's my slant height? 20. Remember, a slant height is the height of a face. So you see how it is, the 20 is on the actual face. If I wanted the height of the prism or the pyramid, it would be through the center of the pyramid. Okay. So all I gotta do is 1/2 45 times 20, and what is that gonna leave me with? 450 centimeters squared. Okay, we're gonna do the total also. Total equals 1/2 perimeter of the base times the slant height plus the area of the base. Oh, well, I don't need that part because I already know the 1/2 perimeter times slant height is 450. So I just need to add the area of the base. What kind of base do I have? I have a triangle base. So I'm going to do that down here. Big B equals 1/2 base times height. Do I have the base of the base? 15. Do I have the height of the base? No. Okay. So realize my triangle looks like this. And I need to find the height. So what would I need to do to find the height? Huh? I can use Pythagorean theorem. So if I'm looking at this right triangle here, I have 15, 7.5, and x. So what would my C be? 15. So I'm essentially doing 15 squared minus 7.5 squared. Okay, so I'm writing like this because I didn't want to round. So I did 168.75, the square root of that, because it's going to give me a big long decimal, okay? And I don't want to have to write the big long decimal down. So my height, so the whole point of doing that was so I could find my height, which would be the square root of 168.75. So I'm going to do the square root of 168.75 in my calculator. And I'm going to multiply that by 1/2 and 15. Okay. So my big B is going to be 97.427 and some other numbers. All right, so now I can put that over here for my big B, the 97.427 and the other numbers. And I'm going to add that to 450. So plus 450. So the total equals 547 point, round to the nearest tenth, 0.4 centimeters squared. And a lot of that I wrote down that I would have just put in the calculator, but I just wanted you to have something to go back to look at. Okay, but a lot of it I wouldn't have wrote that much down. I would have put a lot of it in the calculator and did it as it went. Okay, we're gonna glue down number 3 next. What shape is this? It's a pyramid. It might be a square pyramid, but we gotta see. Okay, this is a square pyramid, so we're gonna plug into our formula. L equals 1/2 perimeter of my base. Can I figure out the perimeter of my base right now? No. So I need to figure it out. So you see this right triangle they have in there? What type of right triangle is it? It's a 30, 60, 90. Okay. So I'm gonna do side work here. All right, so they gave me the 10. What's the 10 across from the 30, 60, or the 90? The 60, so it would go here. So I have x squared root of 3 equals 10. So what do I need to do to get x by itself? I have x squared root of 3 equals 10. What do I need to do to get x by itself? Divide by the square root of 3. Can I have a radical at the bottom? So I multiply the top and the bottom by that radical. So I'm left with 10 square root of 3 over 3. And can I reduce that? I can reduce 10 over 3? No. So the side across from the 10, the side across from the 30, would be 10 square root of 3 over 3. So that 10 square root of 3 over 3, you realize it represents half of a side, okay? It represents half of a side. So what would a whole side of this square pyramid be? The 10 square root of 3 represents half of a side, so what would the whole side be? What's 2 times 10? Don't say it like 2 times 10. 20 square root of 3 over 3. It'd be 20 square root of 3 over 3. So that's one side. So it's a square pyramid. We're going to have to go all the way around. So we would technically, for the perimeter, we would be doing 20 square root of 3 over 3 times what? Times 4. So what's 4 times 20? So our perimeter would be 80 square root of 3 over 3. And did that give us the slant height? No, but we kind of already figured it out because it's across from the 90 here on the 30, 60, 90 triangle, which would have been 2 times x, which is 20 square root of 3 over 3.
How'd you get the 4?
Because for the perimeter, we're going to do it 4 times.
Oh.
So here it would be 10 square root of 3 over 3. All right, so you should have got 266.6666666667. 266 point, round to the nearest 10.7 centimeters squared. Okay, then for the total, you have the 266.7 plus the area of the base. We had a square base, so that means we're going to do the 20 square root of 3 divided by 3. The 20 square root of 3 divided by 3 times 20 square root of 3 divided by 3. Because we're multiplying because we're doing the area of the base this time. This side is also 20 square root of 3 divided by 3. To find the area of a base, of a square, you're just going to do base times height. So that's why you're multiplying those two things. Okay. So the way I'm going to write it over here is I'm going to write it like 20 square root of 3 over 3 squared. So put that in the calculator and see what you get. When you put that in the calculator, you should get 400 centimeters squared. Now I realize I'm giving you like more extreme cases compared to just giving you straight out where I give you the lateral, giving you the perimeter. So you know sometimes you have to do a little side work to get your answer, okay? Okay, I want you to do number 6 by yourselves. So press pause so you can try to do number 6 by yourself. All right, so for number 6, you should have noticed that they didn't give you the slant height. They did give you the radius though. So for the slant height, you should have used the 45, 45, 90. And the 4 is across from a 45. So the part across from the 90, which is your slant height, would be 4 square root of 2. So then when you plugged in, you should have had pi times the radius, which was 4, times the slant height, which was 4 square root of 2, to get 71.1. And then the total, once you had found out the slant height, that was pretty easy, was the 71.1 plus pi times the radius, which was 4 squared, which would have left you with 121.4 inches squared. Okay, on number 4, you should have gotten that the perimeter was 43.5 for the pentagon. And they told you that the lateral face height was 15, so you should have got 326.25 inches squared. And then for the total, they gave you the apothem, so you didn't even have to do extra work. And you already knew the perimeter, so you should have got 456.75 inches squared.